All right, guys. What up, bro beans?
What's up?
We're here with
The one and only Scott Behrends.
Hi
guys.
Of Backyard Ninja Kids and A&W 11 season finalist.
Yeah, how was that?
It's incredible. It's fun getting that phone call. They give you a little ring-a-ding. Got the family around. They kind of set that all up. So that was fun. In-laws were over. The funny part was I thought it was going to be like a very critical conversation in our family that was going to have to happen, very serious. And all of a sudden they flipped the script on me and they said, well, your phone's going to ring, or actually my phone just rang and it was like LA. And I'm like, we're about to talk about something very serious in our family. But I think LA's calling me right now. So I got the call and it was all scripted. Peter called my in-laws first, said, hey, let's record Scott. So they knew, they were in on it. Well played, Peter, well played. So I actually have a video of me getting the call, and it was pretty much just me going, wow, this is happening. Hi guys, I'm so sorry, we're closed, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay. So you have a YouTube channel called Backyard Ninja Kids, and tell us more about that. How did it start?
We're trying to work, people!
So you have a YouTube channel. It's called Backyard Ninja Kids.
Yes.
How did it start?
It started in our backyard, obviously. My boys were actually too shy to play sports, which is crazy. They're very athletic boys, very much like me as a kid, just super hyper. But they were too shy to want to play any sport on a team. They always just wanted to play with dad in the backyard. They came home from gym class, and the gym teacher was doing obstacle courses, and I don't know about you guys, but that was my favorite part of the gym class was obstacle courses, inflatable stuff. So they came home, said, hey, we're doing obstacle courses, and just kind of a little light bulb went off, like, hey, we should make a obstacle course in our backyard. Backing up a few more years, my mother-in-law has been telling me for years and years and years, you should try American Ninja Warrior, you should apply. And I'm like, that's pretty funny. And it's just a TV show. Like,
What's it gonna do?
Little tip, always listen to your mother-in-laws. Future tip for you boys, okay?
Yeah, there we go.
So we started watching American Ninja Warrior, we started making obstacle courses. It all kind of swirled into one. My boys were getting about to the age where I wanted to encourage them how to be that positive influence on social media, and in this world there's plenty of garbage out there. So we started a social media account, Backyard Ninja Kids, Instagram, YouTube. The rest is history.
So how long has it been a thing?
Oh, 3-ish years. I think we started in like September. The funny thing was, so we didn't know anything about American Ninja Warrior. I just loved obstacle courses. So we launched Backyard Ninja Kids. We started posting about it. I found American Ninja Warrior, all that. We started even posting on Twitter and Instagram, like as the Vegas finals were happening, which I really didn't fully understand at the time. Then I realized, I think about a month into it, the season's over. And I was like, oh, what does that mean for our account? Like, are we on a hiatus for 6 months? I don't even know how long the season is. So, but we just kept posting. And then, oddly enough, the New York Times reached out to us because we kept posting, and I think our stuff was starting to get some traffic. And I got a message from the editor on New York Times writing an article about Ninja Warrior and how it was affecting the youth. So we that kind of got a little momentum, and it was just kind of fun to build it from there. But so it's been over 3 years now.
That's crazy.
Then 2 years to the day, we were able to open up Ninja U.
Really?
Almost to the day, like literally within 2 or 3 days of when we kind of had our very first post.
That's crazy.
So how long were you like running like the pages and stuff before you like were like, wow, this is turning out to be a thing?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think the New York Times thing was like obviously, wait, seriously?
Yeah.
But my brother-in-law had a big following on social media already, and now it's exponentially bigger. But so I was kind of getting ideas from him and knew where it could go, or potential of a platform. But again, my main goal was also just to teach the kids how to be that positive influence. I've always had a heart for kids too. You know, I worked at a daycare in college. We were foster parents, so I've always loved fitness. I've always wanted to be a PE teacher or gym owner as a kid. Never thought I'd be a Ninja Warrior. So you combine kids, you combine fitness. It's like Backyard Ninja Kids. Just happens to be Ninja Warrior as the platform.
So you say a lot about your kids. Tell us more about them. They competed on American Ninja Warrior Junior.
Yeah, so Ben and Jason. Ben is now 13 years old, 7th grade. Jason is 5th grade, 11 years old. And then Leah is now 5 years old. So mom got her girl. That's fun. Yeah, so they're very involved. They fell in love with the sport of Ninja Warrior. Little sister's catching up rapidly, and they had the opportunity before I did to run on American Ninja Warrior Junior. Super cool. A lot of people don't know this, but it was literally their very first ninja competition. Stepping on stage at American Ninja Warrior Junior, Season 1. No one knows what to do. My boys' very first competition ever.
Man,
That's crazy.
It's crazy. We didn't have the gym
that
built.
would be so intimidating.
We were in the process of building the gym, but we had been to ninja gyms like twice ever. But we had some stuff in our garage and all that. But it's kind of funny looking back. Like Ben couldn't quite get the warped wall. He took 3 tries every single time on the warped wall, and it was like 10 and a half or 11 and a half something. For his age group, so it's kind of funny looking back. Like, wow, he had no experience on a warped wall.
And now he's like getting to 14 almost.
Yeah, he's getting up there. So, and he's a small fry, so that makes a big difference. But yeah, so it's been cool. In fact, it's almost kind of fun to see where they were on American Ninja Warrior Junior before we even had a gym.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a good reminder of like
Where you started.
where you start, but also anyone out there, like, yeah, a gym is fantastic to have, but you know, you don't need a golf course to be good at golf. You need a driving range, you need to practice putting and all that. You don't need a full course. So just like anything, like there's fundamentals that you can practice at your own home. Our boys had almost no experience at a gym, and they did okay.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure how American Ninja Warrior Junior works. Did the boys get the call too? Was it like one call for both of them, or was it like 2 calls for each of them?
Yeah, they each got their own call. And we thought Jason's call came so late that we didn't think he was going to get the call. So it's kind of like this awkward, like, sorry, little brother, you didn't get the call, but big brother did. Which would have been okay, but it was, they kind of applied together as brothers. And it was super fun, though, individually. We also have a video of Ben getting the call. So it's pretty fun to just see me answering the phone, and Ben's right here, and I'm like, guys, trying to wave him over, like turn it on speakerphone, and we're listening, and it's pretty fun to just kind of see that footage of the excitement around that and how.
I bet that moment where you realize it's American Ninja Warrior, that feeling is just like, I can't even describe how it feels.
Yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to describe that feeling.
Maybe, we'll see.
Hopefully the call comes for these guys.
Cross fingers.
Yeah.
So when was it like, did you start thinking about opening your own ninja gym after all this was happening?
That's a good question. So I always wanted to open a gym since I was a little kid. Fitness was my life. It's probably what kept me active in school altogether, sports. I hated school personally, but the sports is what I loved. So I always wanted to be a PE teacher, and then I wanted to own a gym, college athletic training major, but then I did a 180, went to IT. Fitness and IT are usually like this.
Yeah.
So But basically, how it kind of panned out was, there was grumblings of like, well, if we do this, maybe we could open a gym someday. They're kind of joking about it. But then, as we went to other gyms, we're like, wow, we could literally do this. And then it was like kind of scary. Like, can a gym survive in a Cedar Falls, Iowa? No one knows what Cedar Falls, Iowa is, and all these other gyms are like big cities, right? So that was kind of is it sustainable here where we live? Because we're not moving. We love this place. But the other big thing was I needed the right business partner. And that was probably the hardest time for me, is trying to find that right business partner. Because it was almost like you had to share your dream and yet not invite them in too much, but be able to almost interview them for, it was really hard for me. And I'm not I hate letting anyone down. I hate, so that was actually really hard for me mentally. But the Pauli's, my business partner, Jacob Pauli, Nikki Pauli, we work so well together.
Yeah.
It was, just be patient and find the right partner I needed. I wanted a partner. You don't need a business partner, but I wanted one because when I go on vacation, like, I know I'm still gonna get called and I still need to be available, but it's like, at least there's someone else to help handle all that. When I go home right now, when you're watching this, it's COVID-19, right? Going rampant right now. At the end of the night, I know I have a business partner that has my back and we're in this together. There's just a big sense of security there, I think, being able to do it together. And not have to only rely on my wife for that, because I didn't want to stress that relationship more than anything.
So after opening the gym, your kids being on the show, and then you getting the call, how was like the experience on the show, and like really feeling like what the competition was like?
Yeah, it's incredible. The feeling's unreal. I had been to testing, I had been around the community, seen multiple recordings of it. I felt like I had a good handle of what it was all like. But to actually be on stage, I'll say this, when I'm warming up before I go up on stage, you're starting to get some jitters and you're kind of there longer than you thought you'd be. Or, maybe they take a quick short break to change batteries out or whatever for the cameras. But I could see my family in the distance, kind of waving. Chris was there.
I was there.
The experience is super fun, but then you're up next, and I'll tell you, what was going through my head, I was not mentally prepared for, because I think I was just excited to be there and excited to be there with my family and friends. And I've kind of always said I've just been doing it more for them than me. I'll do my best, but when I stepped up on stage, they called my name. Like, the things that were going through my head, this is the honest truth. The things that were going through my head were, why did I apply for this? I absolutely cannot do this. This one will blow you away. I wonder if I'd play sick right now if they'd let Ben or Jason run for me. Like, that's a legit thought that went through my head. And I finally was like, whoa. Step back, snap out of it. You got this. But I think you look at the course, and when they do a course walkthrough, right? No one knows the course before. They do the course walkthrough, and I'm looking around going, everyone can do this course. Everyone. A few people might fail, but most people got this course. This is gonna be a race, and it turns up way different, right?
Yeah.
But I think most of that is because of nerves. And it's the ninjas that can control those nerves and don't rush it, don't, get flustered, don't over grip because you're so nervous. Those are big things that just make the ninjas fail. So it's those nerves that the people that can control the nerves and just laser focus, those ones that succeed.
So after all of your success between Backyard Ninja Kids, Ninja U, and like American Ninja Warrior, what motivates you at this point?
Success. Wow. I'll say this: it doesn't seem like I'm super successful. I think that's not necessary. I don't know what I'm even aiming for, right? I don't have this lofty goal. I've read a book that calls it the BHAG, the big, hairy, audacious goal. Why does it have to be hairy? I don't know. But this big goal, I'm not chasing this big master goal. Okay, I'm not chasing money to sit on a pile of cash when I retire. Would it be nice? Sure, but I'm probably not going to be that person. I'm not chasing 10 billion followers. Would it be nice? Sure, but I'm just not that person. I don't know what I'm chasing, you know. I am out to just, you know, encourage others to do, you know, be active. Encouraging kids to be active. My passion is definitely kids, because kids become teens and teens become adults. See how that
Ninja
works?
teens.
There we go.
Ninja teens. See how that works?
Ninja kids, you know.
But so I don't. Where do I go from here? I don't know. Is it more gyms? Is it more accounts? Do I take over Ninja Teens account? I'm kidding. Do I start up other YouTube channels, which I've also done? I don't know what the future holds, and I think, especially now, but I think it's just been kind of fun to just kind of walk, almost with my hands open, going, oh, there's opportunity here, opportunity here, and you know, I would honestly say if you would have told me 5 years ago that you're going to not be an IT person as much anymore, because I'm still part-time, and you're going to open a business, and if you didn't tell me what kind of business it was, and you said, guess what kind of business it would be,
Not
you know,
Ninja.
I'd be floored if you told me you'd be opening a gym in 5 years. Right? So here we are, a year and a half into owning a gym. Now you're asking me where am I going and what's success like? I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna go. We're gonna keep going though.
Yeah, we are.
Might as well.
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, and that's the thing. If I kind of learned as a kid, like both my parents, hardworking parents, worked a lot of hours, blue collar jobs, and they always told me, like, you know, if you want to work a job like us, that's fine. But if you get an education, you know, can strive for something else. That way, you don't have to do this. You know, my dad this story sticks out where my dad was carrying chairs for an event at UNI campus, local university here, and he's out in the rain and all that. And he told me that he was telling the students, like, stay good in school so you don't have to do this job. And that, I don't know why, but that has always stuck with me. Like, chase what you want to do in your life. And another thing that stuck with me was, you know, if you do something you love, you never have to work again in your life. Right? Now, I won't say that that's entirely true, but I think the chasing that is good, right? Because, I mean, it's impossible for me to say that this doesn't feel like a job sometimes, right?
Yeah.
To you guys, maybe it's less of a job, except when they have to clean toilets, but they get to play way more than I do, which I love, because that's why I hired them. But to me, I come in for a workout, and I'm like seeing toilets to clean or unclog, or I'm seeing this, oh, I should change this, or that doesn't quite look safe enough, let me modify that. So I don't know. I think for me, it's been chasing that dream of doing what you love, and you never have to work another day in your life.
Yep. Well,
Solid.
yeah, that's all I have for questions. So, thanks for taking time out of your day to come interview us. And
Yeah.
By the way, we interviewed them, or her. him.
yeah,
Yeah.
he interviewed, or we interviewed him.
Other way
Yeah,
around.
if you have other
Switch
questions
it.
for me, let me know in the comments
them
down
out.
below.
Follow him.
Yep, you can follow me, Backyard Ninja Kids, pretty much every platform. But make sure you guys are following them too. I mean, like and subscribe if you're watching this. Ninja Teens they're a fun group of guys. Okay, make sure you're giving them a follow.
Yeah. So,
Well, till next time, bro beans,
potato chips.
we'll be here.
Noggin! Noggin!
Noggin.